Enheduanna pulled her woolen shawl tight against the chill as she climbed the winding path towards the stone altar at the edge of the village. Tonight was the full moon, the last of the harvest season, and everyone knew this was the night for the ancient ritual. The village elders had prepared the altar, covering it with fragrant herbs and placing a shallow stone basin filled with water that sparkled under the moonlight. When Enheduanna arrived, others had already gathered, standing in a silent circle under the vast night sky. Her neighbour, Tomar, approached with a small flickering candle. His face was solemn, but there was warmth in his eyes. "You can see the moon from here," he whispered, glancing up at the sky. Enheduanna nodded. The candle's heat flickered across her long eyelashes, casting shadows over her forehead. Tamar handed her the candle and whispered, "Tonight is a night of letting go. We each bring forth something that burdens our hearts, grief, a fear, a regret, and offer it to the moon." It is said that the moon, in her fullness, takes these worries from us until the next season. They joined the circle as the cold night air whisked around them, stirring the wistful thoughts of everyone partaking. One by one, the villagers dipped their hands into the stone basin. A slick, darkened liquid slipped through their fingers as they raised their hands above their heads. With closed eyes, they murmured their unspoken fears, hopes, and sorrows to the shimmering water. When her turn came, Enheduanna stepped forward, her heart pounding. She closed her eyes slowly. A tear slipped down her cheek. She touched the water with trembling fingers and whispered words only the moon could hear. As she rejoined the circle, the elders began chanting softly. Their voices rising and falling with the wind, carrying their offerings to the moonlit sky. As she looked up, the pale light seemed to glow brighter, as if answering their plea. "The moon carries what we cannot," Tamar said quietly, "and when she wanes, she takes it with her." Her shawl gently floated from her shoulders in the wind, swirling around her neck before gracefully drifting off her skin. It caught the final whisper of warmth, then glided over the cliff and into the night sky, soaring towards the moon like an eagle in the darkness.